go to the gym 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I have improved drastically since going to Moscow and having the treatment. Initially, my bad leg, which is my right leg, I could only lift 7 kilograms of weight, and my good leg I could lift 34 kilograms. I've now got my bad leg up to 30 kilograms, and I can get it onto a machine and use it alongside my other foot, which initially I couldn't do. It's significant improvements, and that's within 3 months. I think I started going in January, and it's now April.
My name is Mary. I'm Shaun's mum. I was very worried before Shaun went to Moscow for his treatment. I was firstly worried about how he would manage getting there and on his own. I would have liked him to have had company, but once he arrived, he rang and told us that he was all right and that everyone was very nice to him and helped him tremendously. I was worried beforehand in case it wasn't all true. I was worried that maybe it was a scam and that he had sent money to an unknown source, and I was thinking that he would perhaps not be met at the airport and all the things that could go wrong that go through a mum's mind. So I was very pleased when things went well. So when he returned, we met him at the airport, and I was so pleased to see him so happy. He told us small things that had happened, but when he told us the whole of the fortnight that he had been there and the procedures that he'd had and how he had felt afterwards, and they were all of great benefit to him. We were waiting for a fall, but fortunately he was on the up and up and up all the time.
And you could tell how excited he was about going over to Moscow, even though it was over Christmas. He was like, we can just do all our Christmas plans. When I get back, we can have like a Christmas and New Year all together. And then when he came back, he was saying that he'd been poked and prodded, but he was glad he'd done it. And then he said instantly he felt better, and like he said about him like crying and like when he did his leg, when he could lift his leg up, but when he came back he was just so excited to sit there and like to show me that he could like lift his leg over his knee. That was the one thing he just wanted to show me, which he couldn't do before.
I was diagnosed in 2009 with benign MS. This quickly became re-diagnosed and became relapsing remitting, which meant that my leg would just give way for no apparent reason whatsoever, and I would just end up falling on the floor. I chose Swiss Medica for the simple reason that there's nothing else in the UK. I then started to look on the internet again for private clinics. Again, in the UK there's absolutely nothing. So that was when I then thought, well, I'll look abroad, I'll look elsewhere, and I found Swiss Medica, found their website, found that everything sounded absolutely perfect, and so I took it from there. I applied, I had a reply straight away, and it was absolutely brilliant. I was struggling with bowel and urinary problems. That meant that I wouldn't go out as often as I'd like to do because it restricted everything that I did. My walking was becoming consistently worse. I was only really able to walk for up to 5 minutes, and that was with a walking stick and with an ankle brace. So it was really starting to affect my life. I was feeling that I really felt as though I was an 80-year-old in a 50-year-old's body, and now I feel like I'm a 50-year-old again. and it has made so much difference. I'm able to walk further. It's still not perfect, but I'm 80% better on my own admission, and that to me is it's enough. I'm more than happy with that. It has changed my life, and you really can't put a value on that to anybody. And I would recommend it, and I do recommend it to anybody. Before the treatment, I had to hold on to the handrail and literally pull myself up because my leg wouldn't bend and it wouldn't give me enough power. Now I can walk. This is where I keep my walking aids. First one is my ankle brace, which, as you can see, I no longer need. It was quite obstructive. Stopped a lot of movement, but it was very good when I needed it. And I've also got my walking stick, which again I no longer use. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2009. My disease has left me with a profound limp on my right leg. I've had slight bowel and urinary problems. So since coming to the Swiss Medica Centre, I found that the treatment